Green card update. White House reveals changes to interviews. Picture this. You've spent years waiting for your U.S. green card. The day finally comes, but before approval, officers start interviewing your neighbors about your moral character. This isn't fiction. It's part of the new White House immigration policy that's about to change how interviews are done. White House launches new immigration screening plan. The White House has rolled out a new initiative to tighten the screening process for green card, visa, and citizenship applicants. Officials say the goal is to strengthen national security and protect cultural integrity, but the approach is sparking intense debate. Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller unveiled what's being called the Homeland Defenders program, a recruitment campaign to hire officers who will conduct more rigorous interviews and deeper background investigations. These officers will work under the Department of Homeland Security and USCIS, ensuring applicants meet higher moral and civic standards. Homeland Defenders Initiative explained. Under the new policy, Homeland Defenders are expected to serve as cultural gatekeepers, not just processing documents, but evaluating the applicant's commitment to American values. The DHS statement describes their role as protecting the homeland from those who seek to exploit the system. Supporters say it's a necessary response to security risks, but critics argue the language unfairly portrays immigrants as potential threats rather than contributors to American society. USCIS tightens interview rules. Beginning October 20th, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services will introduce new interview standards. Officers will evaluate not only an applicant's background, but also their participation in the community. In addition to civics and English tests, applicants may now be asked about civic engagement, volunteer work, or employment consistency. These changes are part of a broader push to assess moral fitness, but immigration experts warn that such subjective criteria could lead to bias or inconsistent decision-making. Expanded background checks and neighborhood investigations. Perhaps the most controversial element is the revival of neighborhood investigations. Under this system, USCIS officers could interview employers, landlords, and even neighbors to verify an applicant's integrity. This method was widely used in the 1990s, but later abandoned due to inefficiency. Now, it's returning under the Homeland Defenders plan, raising questions about privacy and fairness. While some see it as a way to deter fraud, others fear it could delay legitimate applications or create unnecessary anxiety for families. Shift in USCIS priorities. This initiative highlights a broader transformation within USCIS from a service-oriented agency to a more security-driven organization. Officials insist this shift is vital to protect the system's integrity. Yet, immigration lawyers argue it diverts focus from USCIS's core mission, helping qualified individuals become lawful residents and citizens. Experts also point out that more rigorous interviews and local investigations could overload USCIS resources, worsening existing backlogs. The average green card application already takes over a year, and new checks might stretch that timeline even further. Families separated across borders could face longer waits, while officers juggle increased workloads and new training demands. Concerns from experts and advocates. Former Immigration Service Director Doris Meissner told Newsweek that the new policy's tone casts doubt on people's eligibility, implying they must prove they are good Americans rather than meet legal criteria. Immigration advocates echo her concerns, saying the Homeland Defenders language suggests suspicion instead of inclusion, something that could erode public trust and discourage qualified applicants from applying at all. Public response and political reactions. Public reaction has been split. Supporters of stricter screening applaud the government's focus on national defense and argue that every nation has the right to protect its borders. Opponents see it differently, warning that this could politicize immigration and deepen mistrust between immigrant communities and the government. Civil rights groups are already urging Congress to review the program and ensure it doesn't cross legal or ethical boundaries. Implementation timeline. The White House confirmed that the new USCIS interview structure will take effect October 20th. Officers are currently being trained for these enhanced vetting procedures, and applicants with interviews scheduled after that date should expect additional questions and verification steps. It's not yet clear whether pending applications will be reviewed under the same system, but immigration attorneys believe USCIS may revisit older cases if discrepancies are found. Supporters versus critics. Supporters claim this reform will strengthen trust in the immigration system and ensure only qualified, law-abiding individuals are approved. Critics counter that it may reinforce stereotypes, slow down approvals, and transform the naturalization process into a test of ideology rather than eligibility. Ultimately, both sides agree that the new approach will reshape how the United States defines who is ready and worthy to become an American citizen. What lies ahead? As these changes roll out, experts will closely monitor approval rates and backlogs to gauge the policy's real impact. For many immigrants, the interview will now represent more than just a bureaucratic step. It will test how the U.S. government balances security with fairness. The question is whether this new era of Homeland Defenders will truly protect America or redefine what it means to belong here. Supporters see a step towards stronger security. Those backing the White House initiative believe it will enhance national security and public confidence in immigration. They argue that in a world of rising global threats, the U.S. must ensure every applicant shares American values and loyalty. For these supporters, the Homeland Defenders program symbolizes vigilance and unity, a move they say will make the U.S. stronger and safer. Critics fear discrimination and delays. Critics counter that this approach risks alienating communities and undermining America's reputation as a welcoming nation. They highlight the dangers of vague moral standards and intrusive neighborhood checks, which may disproportionately affect minorities or applicants from certain countries. Civil rights groups are already calling for congressional oversight to ensure that these changes don't violate due process or equal protection under the law. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. As these policy updates unfold, many immigrants are left wondering how the new rules will affect their pending or future applications. Experts suggest staying prepared by keeping your documents updated and following every official USCIS announcement closely. It's also important to rely only on verified immigration sources and avoid misinformation spreading online. We'll continue monitoring this issue and share every key update as soon as it's confirmed. Every immigrant's journey is different, but knowledge is your strongest protection. Support the channel by liking and sharing this video, and subscribe to Visa Intel USA for honest updates that truly matter. Until next time, take care and keep your dreams alive.